Hey, my little cupcakes, I have a very good story. The Chupacabra ate the candelabra. Here we go. Let's go on our adventure. As the sun set, the goats met. Tonight could be the night, Jayne said, the night the Chupacabra comes for dinner. On such short notice, but we have nothing prepared. Bumsie said, by the way, what's a Chupacabra? Let's put it this way. He would not join us for dinner. He would eat us for dinner. How impolite, Pep said. So they met for a little picnic, and they discussed the Chupacabra would eat them for dinner. What are they going to do? What does the Chupacabra eat for breakfast, Bumsie said. Goats, Jayne said. For lunch? More goats. No veggie, Pep said, shaking his head. Not healthy. I know how we can save ourselves, Bumsie said. Wait, can the Chupacabra climb trees? I hear he can, Jayne said. Besides, you can't. Right, Bumsie said, so I'll stick with just being frightened. So they were trying to figure out what to do to keep from being eaten up by this Chupacabra that was coming. Come on, goats, Jayne said. I say we find the Chupacabra before he finds us. I say we scare him off before he eats us. Who's with me? Nobody answered. I said, who's with me? Silly, Bumsie said, everyone's right here. I mean, who's going with me? I would, Pep said, but it's too dark. Not with this, Jayne said, whipping out a candelabra. So she said, who's going with me? And they were afraid, but she said, I have a candelabra. Let's go. We have light. Line up, Jayne said. Bravest in back, most frightened in front. Don't you mean most frightened in back, Bumsie said. No, Jayne said. If the most frightened is in back, he'll have no one to watch behind him. Line up, bravest in back, me and the candelabra in front, Bumsie said. The goats filed nervously across the plains. Just how are we going to scare the Chupacabra, Pep said. There's lots of us and only one of him, Jayne said. That's all I've thought of so far. Let's go. So here they're going to find the Chupacabra, and they're trying to figure out what are they going to do? How are they going to frighten him? How are they going to scare him off? Soon Bumsie felt something other than grass underfoot. Welcome, ha! That map won't fool us, Jayne said. It's a trap. The trap is delicious, Bumsie said as he chewed on it. You know what else is delicious? A voice said from the darkness. So Bumsie's chewing on the welcome mat, and something said, do you know what else is delicious in the dark? The Chupacabra jumped out. Eek! The ghost called out. Poof! The lights went out. The candelabra was gone. The Chupacabra ate the candelabra. Oh my goodness. So the Chupacabra jumped up and ate the candelabra. There was no light left. No candles. He swallowed it whole, Pep said. But I thought the only thing he eats is goats, the Chupacabra said. Candelabras are my third favorite thing. Did you bring more? I'm still hungry. I'm always hungry. Sorry we didn't, Jayne said. Then whatever shall I eat next, the Chupacabra said. I recommend veggies, Pep said, and chewing. Or Bumsie said, we could get you another candelabra. Oh, would it be any trouble? No, not at all. We'll be back, Bumsie said, with me and back. We're going to get you another candelabra. We'll be back. The goats headed home to worry. That was the only candelabra I had, Jayne said. But if we feed him more, maybe he won't eat us, Bumsie said. We have to find another candelabra, Pep said, or else. So they ran to find another candelabra. Where can we find one so he doesn't eat us? Where can we find one? They were looking everywhere. Nice place you have here, the Chupacabra said, stepping out of the sunlight. Ah, caramba, the goat shrieked. I came by just to tell you I'm more in the mood for my second favorite thing to eat. Might you mean weeds, Jayne said? If so, it's your lucky day. No, the Chupacabra said. What I crave are carachas. And what do you know? Here comes one now. The Chupacabra snatched it up and gulped it down. The Chupacabra ate the caracha. So a caracha is a bug. And the Chupacabra ate the caracha. Just gobble it right down. Uh-oh. Might you have any more, the Chupacabra said. We don't, I'm afraid, Jayne said. I'm also afraid, Bumsie said, scampering off. No carachas, no candelabras, the chupacabra said. We're sorry again, China said. No problem, the chupacabra said, because you do have my favorite thing to eat. China and Pep shuddered. Please let that be weeds, Pep said. Would I come all this way for weeds? No, my favorite thing to eat is... Oh my goodness, look how scared the goats are looking. And the chupacabra saying, no, my favorite thing to eat is... A candelabra, Bumsie says, scampering back. Thank God I found one, but that's my third favorite thing to eat, remember? A caracha? Pep says, spotting one on the ground just in time. But that's my second favorite thing to eat. We know, Jayne said. We know, Jayne said, but here's an idea. If you eat your third and second favorite thing at the same time, it might taste even better than your favorite thing. The chupacabra tried it. The chupacabra ate the candelabra and the caracha. Thank you for the suggestion, the chupacabra said, but that was gross. So they suggested that he eat a candelabra and the caracha, which is a bug, all together. And he said, the chupacabra said, that was gross. The chupacabra straightened up and smacked his lips. As I was saying, my favorite thing to eat is goat. Oh, look how scared these goats look. My favorite thing to eat is goat. Cheese! Wow, goat cheese. He's clean. He shouts, goat cheese. The goat sighed with relief. There's lots of us and only one of you, Jayne said. You'll have so much goat cheese, you'll never be hungry. But I'm always hungry, the chupacabra said, so I'll eat anything. Bumsie relief was brief. Does that include anyone? Not friends, of course, just everything else. The whole shemanga. You mean the whole enchilada, Pep said? That too, the chupacabra said, finishing off his 18th piece of goat cheese, plus a plate and the napkin. Oh my goodness. So he'll eat anything but not his friends. He had 18 pieces of goat cheese. The end. Hope you liked it.